Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher. And one of the first videos I made on this YouTube channel back in 2018 was a video that I did at a comic book fantasy convention in Atlanta. Dragon Con, yeah. And I did a video on the Green Lantern principle, which something like willpower and desire translates into manifestation. It was themed off of the comic book Green Lantern, and there was a pretty bad movie that came out starring Ryan Reynolds. And this concept again about manifestation, that's a big Western concept of magic and manifestation, big interest of people in these spiritual communities and just in general, and the practical communities too. Everybody wants to get what they want. Everybody wants to feel like their efforts will translate into desired results. So I want to dive in deeper to this Green Lantern principle of manifestation, because I believe there are many different facets to it. It gets oversimplified. And so everything starts with a thought from the etheric. Everything starts with a thought, with a desire. But what translates a desire into this physical realm? What makes it real? So we have ideas of ritual magic, where a ritual is done. And then we have just the idea of instant manifestation, where something just happens lightning quick. And I think when there is collective energy on an idea, when there is multiple points of frequency and vibration, attention moving on that idea, and it's in such a grand fashion, then it expedites an idea showing up in our reality. But say when that's not the case, when it's something that's a personal desire, there's this idea of, again, making it real, and then we have to look at practicality. So the practicality is, what are the mechanisms of our understanding in our current space of understanding that will bring this idea into reality. And so this is where rituals, the act of doing the physical action with a belief, and then doing it over and over again to bring it into the world, comes into play. Now again, the rituals, for them to work, there are people who do affirmations and then do rituals but never seem to manifest their desires. And some of this is because there's an incongruence. There's something about the affirmation, or there's something about the ritual that is not in alignment with a deeper belief of the subconscious. So the key is bridging that gap of the belief and the practice, so they're all in alignment with the intended goal. And sometimes when someone simply doesn't have enough information in their field of awareness, that can lead to a gap in the manifestation. So it's an issue of eventually bringing in the extra information into your own field of awareness to where you're able to manifest what you want. And so that's an issue where we're looking at the concept of time. So if you don't have something in your field of awareness that you need to manifest the desire at this particular point in time, that's not saying you won't have that in the future. So when you're staying with the desire, and it's a sincere desire, and you're consistently putting forth action. And when I say ritual, I'm not necessarily looking at something that's theatrical. I think our practical actions also count as ritual, how we engage with the behavior that we need to engage in that's going to create the result that we want. This is all part of this whole view. And again, we are always manifesting something. It's just much of what we manifest is unconscious. They're based off of unconscious programs that we've taken on and beliefs that we've taken on from society, from parents, from peers, and our unconscious reactions to unhealed trauma. A lot of this is what guides what we manifest. So that's another component, is digging in to our own belief systems and our own unhealed trauma and looking at how that's getting in our way, because we are always manifesting something. Sometimes in my life, I feel like I would do this, and then I would manifest the opposite, and then I would explore deeper. I say, "Oh, I'm running this program that I haven't healed yet, and this is just reflecting that back to me." So until we heal these unconscious drivers, then that's always going to be a stronger driver than what's on our conscious mind. But when our conscious mind becomes congruent with the repetition, again, from the ritual. So our conscious mind learns from the repetition. You can kind of look in the work of Dr. Bruce Lipton and Joe Dispenza, Greg Braden. They talk about this kind of stuff, but this is sort of how I deal with it with training clients. I see when people have this congruence with their belief and they get the rituals of the behavior and the action, then they achieve their goals. If there's any kind of gap there, then they fail. So when you're looking at a desire or a dream, you have to look at all these things. And one of the biggest things as well is why. Why do you want to do this? What is the why behind it? What is the why? Why is this important to you? And if you have judgments of yourself and you find yourself unworthy of this particular desire, then you will fail to manifest it. You can get in your own way. So you have to examine this on this deep level. So that being said, what are you manifesting? Well, you're manifesting all the time. And are you patient enough? Do you have the commitment to manifest your desires? Because it's going to take patience. It's going to take digging into your unconscious programs, digging them out, taking them apart, and then opening up your field of awareness so that you can learn the right actions, the correct rituals to put in place, and then the affirmations, the beliefs with the actions, with the desire. That is your green lantern ring to bring about the physicality of what you desire. Be well, my friends.